analysis, which is brought to you by LawSikho. We hope you're all doing good. So today we have an editorial that has been taken from the Hindu newspaper. The title of today's article is "The Worth of Personal Liberty in the Eyes of Law." So in this we will cover up that how much is the legal system in India taking the right to liberty and right to personal space and right to privacy as an important one. How much worth is it being given? Secondly, we'll cover the news updates for the day, and then we'll wind up with the legal news for the day. So let's see today's article. So it says the interests of law enforcement trump the little worth that right to privacy is supposed to have, which means that, in the Indian system currently as well also, the law enforcement system is not paying a lot of attention on giving the right to privacy the kind of worth it should really be given. So serious concerns have risen over the arrest and custodial detention of the Alt News co-founder Mohammed Zubair, whose tweet 4 years ago have now heard the religious sentiments of some unreported individuals. So this really comes out like a little surprise to us that a tweet that was put up 4 years ago is now hurting the sentiments of some unreported individuals, and due to which such a custodial detention and arrest has taken place of Mohammed Zubair. So let's see what is this exact human cry of abuse of power and how the same happens in this case. So it was improper to call Zubair for one case and then have him arrested for another. Though, of course, we can say that although the same was not illegal, since police can arrest if there is a reasonable suspicion that the crime was committed by the accused in question, according to Section 41 of the CRPC. So yes, of course, it is not illegal to do so, but yes, of course, it is improper to be done so. So, since the court has to attach some value to the opinion of the police, it becomes hard to haul up policemen within a reasonable time frame for the unnecessary arrest, and that is why ultimately the person arrested has to suffer. So the police also have wide powers of warrantless search and seizure. So this allows the police to take whatever they want. Whether they use the same subsequently is completely up to their discretion. So we can definitely see that even in the cases where search and seizure can take place without a warrant of the magistrate, the police has wide powers in this direction, and due to which using this discretion becomes subsequently a lot towards bringing down the rights of the individuals or the person against whom such search and seizure is taking place. So lastly, for all the non-bailable offences, there is no clear statutory provision that ensures that the personal liberty of the accused shall be protected. And ultimately, it is entirely dependent on the judicious approach of the judge, which is based upon two factors. Firstly, the seriousness of the allegations, and secondly, the interests of the pending investigations. Otherwise, there is a high chance that in the case of non-bailable offences, the rights and liberties of the individual so arrested can be put at a stake. So a dominant purpose of having legal procedures govern investigations and prosecutions is to ensure that the liberty of an individual is not completely forsaken and before the might of the state. So definitely it should be made sure that the state is using its power, but it is not using its powers arbitrarily in order to put down or in order to curb the liberty of an individual. With this, let's see what do we have for news updates today. Firstly, Novak won Wimbledon. So Djokovic used his steady brilliance to beat the ace delivering trick shot hitting Kyrgios by the score, as you can see on the screens, for a fourth consecutive Wimbledon championship and seventh overall. Secondly, Fields Medal 2022. So recently, Ukrainian mathematician Marina Zovska, along with three mathematicians, received the prestigious Fields Medals. So Fields Medal is often described as a Nobel Prize in the field of mathematics. Thirdly, Gotabaya Rajapaksa steps down. So President Gotabaya Rajapaksa of Sri Lanka has agreed to resign in the coming days. The Speaker of Sri Lanka's parliament recently said that also saw the Prime Minister say that he would step down, and the storming of both leaders' residences by protesters against over the nation's severe economic crisis. As we know that Sri Lanka is going through a huge economic crisis right now. Let's see what do we have for legal updates today. Firstly, Order 7, Rule 11 of CPC, according to which the quantum of damages can only be decided after trial, not a ground to reject a plaint, according to Delhi High Court. So Delhi High Court held that a plaint could not merely be rejected because the quantum of damages claimed in it could not be granted. Since the quantum can only be decided after the hearing, the trial was necessary. So this was held in the case of Hema Gusain versus India International Center and others. Secondly, employee can't claim equal pay due to mere similarity of designation or similarity of quantum of work, says the Supreme Court. So, mere similarity in quantum of work or designation was not sufficient to claim similar pay. The Supreme Court held that the doctrine of equal pay for equal work could only be invoked when the employees were similarly circumstanced in every way. This was held in the case of State of Madhya Pradesh through Principal Secretary and others versus Seema Sharma. So this was all for today. We hope you liked the session. Thank you so much for staying tuned with us. If you wish to download the PDF of today's slides, you can join our Telegram channel. The link is there in the description box below, or you can also scan this QR code that you can see on your screens right now. Thank you so much.